I know. I don't own the fucking rights to music. I don't. How y'all doing? Alrighty. A little fired up today. Yeah, we're gonna do the review here for Disturbed. But we gotta talk real quick. Here. I don't even remember what episode of the season is. It's season 2 episode overall. I don't fucking know at this point. We still got more rocking to do, bitch. I'm getting that out of the way right now. I got something we got to talk about here. The show is at the Back Theater. We've talked about the Back Theater before. And has the signs posted around all over the theater. Says, "You are encouraged to stand during the performance. All you cancel culture cocksuckers, all you cunt Karens out there, stay home. Don't go to concerts. Stay home if you're just going to be a stupid cunt." And yeah, I'm going to say it just like that. The signs are posted all around. You are encouraged to stand during the performance. And then when the first band comes out and I stand, I don't want to hear your chatter behind me. And then when you tug on my shirt and try to say, "Will you please sit down?" I say, "No, I can't sit down." Because see, there's signs all over this place that say, "You are encouraged to stand during the performance, Karen cunt." So no, I will not sit down. In between bands, when the performance is not going, I'll sit then. Or if I go take a shit, or if I shit on your head, I'll sit down and when I do it. Okay? But I will not sit down. And we will talk about her throughout the show, because there's a couple other things she did that showed there's no reason I should sacrifice my good time for hers. And like I said, we'll go over her a little bit later on. Because not only did she try to do that to me, and I told her, no, I will not sit down. This is not the ballet. And I told her this. This is not the ballet. This is not the golf course. It's a rock show. If you're not here to rock, sit there and shut up. You people cannot come to concerts and try to dictate to other people and how they do things. Especially when the signs are posted. Pretty much those signs are telling you Karens, shut up. You have no right to say anything to anybody standing in front of you. And let this be a lesson to you people out there as well. If when you got chatter behind you and you're trying to look forward, fuck those people. Okay? Fuck those people. And you say you're looking forward and you're going to enjoy the show forward. Don't worry about old Karen cunt back here. I'll go ahead and get over it now. While I'm jamming a little bit throughout the show, throughout the night, she's sitting down just on the phone. You didn't come here to fucking listen to a rock show. You came here to be a cunt. Don't come anymore. And her friend, her lady friend, and then there was that lady friend's husband. And well, he didn't want none of this smoke. He didn't say a word because he knew better. But the other cunt with the Karen, the original cunt Karen, double cunt Karens there, stay home. Stay home. You don't want to come and jam, stay home. Quit trying to ruin everybody else's time. Stay home. Pretty much the point of the fucking story right here is stay home. I technically could have reported her, and being they had those signs posted, if I would have made a big enough stink about, probably would have got her thrown out. I go to this theater quite a bit. For those of you who've been paying attention to the show, you probably know this already. And luckily I just said what I said to her. I turned back around and I proceeded to fucking jam. Back Theater, Planet Hollywood was where it was at, and it's gonna be for the Disturbed tour, the Take Back Your Life tour, which is what I was doing to that Karen right there. And like I said, here she is sitting on her phone most of the show, sitting down. And another thing to mention about the cunt Karen, her cunt friend, and the dude that didn't want none of my smoke, they didn't even stay for the encore. They were going to do a 3-song encore. Me and the other dude right there, we told them it was going to be a 3-song encore, Karen. They stayed like about half of the first song, then left. Like, you get out of here. Don't come again. Don't come again. You can listen to a couple tunes on YouTube, and if you need your Disturbed fix, don't come to the concert. We don't want you here. The audience wants to stand and jam. The band wants us to stand and jam. So this is a message to all you Karens right here. Suck it. Okay? If you're not a Karen, cool. We can be friends. And like I said, my friends are, I'll be friends with anybody that wants to just rock and roll. I don't care what you look like. I don't care your gender, whether you're a boy or a girl, man or woman. Because that's all we got. And then, like, you want to be my friend. I don't care where you come from, what your race is, what you've done in your past. You want to come rock and roll, cool. Don't bring your fucking bullshit. All right? Good. Now we've got that out of the way. Plush was the first band out. Plush has been around for a few years. I couldn't get the exact year. I've seen them open up for Evanescence and Hailstorm. But we got, lead singer and one of the founders, Mariah Formica. I believe her's how you would say that. Formica or Formica. I'm not 100% sure. Great vocalist. This Plush band is all female band of like 18 to 22 year olds. And these ladies fucking rock. Bella Perron is on lead guitar. Ashley Supa is on bass. Faith Powell is on drums. And these ladies, both times I've seen them now live, open up for other bands. These ladies can rock the house. First song out is called Athena. Then they do a song called Champion. Do a song called Run. And the fourth song of their set, they do a cover of Man in the Box by Alice in Chains. And yes, they did a fabulous job at Man in the Box, Alice in Chains. Yes. Hell of a way to come out for your show. And then I'm going to finish it up with a few more originals. They started with 3 originals. Going to finish with 3 originals. Hate, Hope It Hurts, and Left Behind. I just want to give a little shout out to Plush and the ladies in Plush. You ladies rock. I hope there's a chance where we can be at even like a smaller venue, like maybe you're opening up at like a smaller venue here in town. And I would love to be able to do like a meet and greet just to say hello and tell you ladies how much you rock to your faces and like look in your eyes and tell you, man, you ladies are legit. So that was awesome. Hell of a way to start off the show. When the opener's good and then the middle band is going to be good, it's going to be good. It's going to be awesome. So, second band out, Fallen in Reverse. I didn't know too much about this band before. I don't listen to a whole lot of radio stuff. So I'm always kind of a little late picking up on these bands because they have a following. Fallen in Reverse has a following. They were founded in 2008 out of Vegas here by a man named Ronnie Radke, who, while he was incarcerated, came up with this band. Originally was called From Behind These Walls. Switched their name to Fallen in Reverse. He is from Vegas. He even told a little bit of life story about himself. And he got caught with some brass knuckles, got put on probation, violated probation, like didn't make a phone call. And that violated his probation. They were strict about it. He had to go do 2 years. So that's what happened. But if he can turn it around and he creates a great band and can turn his life around for the better and stays out of trouble, then that little bit of bad to get to all the greatness was well worth it. And I'm sure he would tell you the same thing, man. And like I said, he's the lead vocalist. And they pretty much put like a little platform stage up in front, that little like risers right up in front. And he pretty much just walked right back and forth singing and stuff. And the band was right behind him. Another guy, Max Giorgio, on lead guitar. He's been there since 2018. Christian Thompson on rhythm guitars has been with him since 2015. Tyler Burgess on bass has been there since 2018 as well. Like I said, I didn't know much about this band, if anything at all, before it started. Talking to some people before the show got me a little amped and all right, I'm gonna be ready to jam for these guys. All right, cool. First song out is called Zombified. Second one, I'm Not a Vampire, Losing My Mind. Fourth one, it's called Fuck You and All Your Friends. And that's kind of how I felt about that Karen bitch right behind me, see? So, yeah, fuck her and all her friends, including that fat bastard that didn't want none of this smoke because he knew what was going to happen, because he knew I was serious when I told her what was told. That's why he didn't step in and say, hey, because he knew he'd be pushed in his seat really quick. Anyway, song number 5, The Drug in Me Is in You. And song number 6 is called Drugs, but there's something special, crazy that happened. We're in Vegas, and shows just hit differently here in Vegas than what they might in, like, say, where I'm from in central Illinois. They just do. For one, it's in Vegas. The fans feel that. The artists on stage definitely feel it. And I had this Slipknot piece out here because this is like a brand new edition. I had to pre-order it. Just came out. And it's my only representation I have of Slipknot. And you're probably wondering why we talk about Slipknot. Because Corey Taylor from Stone Sour and Slipknot, lead singer for both those bands. Well, no, I'm more of a Slipknot than I am Stone Sour guy. But Corey Taylor came out to sing the song Drugs with Ronnie Radke. So that was pretty cool to have Corey Taylor come out, play a little guitar, and sing with Van. We weren't expecting that. We didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't. And I don't think anybody else in the crowd did. And so that was pretty cool. Then they play a song called Just Like You. Popular Monster. Voices in My Head. And then the last song they play is Watch the World Burn, which, especially the last 3 tunes are like their, I guess, more along the lines of more of their popular tunes. But a lot of people like Zombified. Fuck You and All of Your Friends was cool. The whole idea they brought out Corey Taylor to play on Drugs with the band, the song Drugs with the band, not on, they might have been, I don't know. But that was pretty cool. A little special appearance by a pretty cool guy, Corey Taylor. So, that was pretty cool. And then now we're going to go to the Disturbed part of the set, which is, here's the mascot for Disturbed right here. This is actually my son's. He's let me borrow it for this purpose of the show. And Disturbed is his favorite band, I would say. He's been waiting for many years to be able to see them live. I mean, he's been listening to these guys since 2012. Since he was like probably 11, 12 years old. He's now 20. So, yeah. I know my math is off on that one. Because I messed up the years. He's been listening to it since he was about 12 years old. So about the last 8 years. So I'd say 2016, 2015, maybe a little bit earlier than that, before we moved out here, maybe. So, he's been listening to him for a good part of his life. It's been his favorite band. So, anyway, they were originally called Brawl from 1994 to 96, based out of Chicago, Illinois, is where the band was formed. But they were, like I said, they were first known as the band called Brawl. They didn't change the name till late 96. When David Drummond, on the lead vocalist, came into the band. David Draymond, I believe, maybe it's Draymond. Sorry if I butcher your last names. Some of these are not the easiest names. You got, I think some people I've heard people call him Drummond. I've heard it called Draymond, so sorry. Their first album was released in 2000. Like I said, when in 96, when Dave joined the band, they changed the name to Disturbed. This is the Disturbed mascot that's on a lot of the t-shirts and stuff. He's not really technically on mine too much, just the smile part, but Disturbed, it's more of a generic Disturbed shirt. My son has a really cool Disturbed shirt. This one's still an official Disturbed shirt, but it's not as cool as a lot of the other shirts out there. So, I got a lot of shirts, whatever. Dan Donegan's on guitars. He's an original member from the 96 startup too. Technically he was there when they were Brawl as well. And Mike Wingren on drums was also there during Brawl years and then into the Disturbed years. On bass John Moyer, he's been there for the last, well, since 2004. But keep in mind, Disturbed went through a little hiatus from 2011 to 2015, and David talks about that on stage, about how all the members at one time or another have dealt with either addiction or depression. So I figure that's probably one of the reasons why they went on a hiatus, because that was probably at their height of going through addiction and going through depression and stuff like that. So 2011 through 2015, you didn't see Disturbed. They were just kind of no more. I don't think they ever officially announced a breakup or the ending of the band, but it was just, like, where'd they go? So, that happened. So let's go ahead and get into the set list. We got some things in here that we got to talk about as well. The first song is called Hey You, and then into Stupefy, which is one of Disturbed's bigger tunes. 10,000 Fists, which is cool, into a song called Prayer, which is another one of their big. They got a lot of great tunes. Song 5 was called Bad Man. Song 6 was A Reason to Fight. And David had to do some speaking after he sung the song, about how we have reasons to fight. Not only if we're fighting like our problems in life or addictions or depressions, just life in general. You've got a reason. And he said some really cool stuff in the show. It made you kind of think outside the box a little bit. So that was pretty cool too as well. Got my back theater cup. I don't want to show the front logo and stuff because I don't know if I'd get in any trouble, but I need a quick drink here. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of talking. Alright, sorry. Song 7 was a guitar solo. Song 8 was Land of Confusion. Yes, the cover tune from Genesis. It seems like about every album, I think almost Disturbed does at least one cover tune. I think it's kind of like a Disturbed rule per album. I don't know. I could be making that up, but it just seems like it. Land of Confusion by Genesis. I do really like this version of the song, especially the middle. There's like a little middle part where it kind of slows down a little bit, where I remember long ago, and then that little bit, that's pretty cool how they do that. And then they play one of my favorite Disturbed tunes called Vengeful One. That's a badass tune. I wasn't sure if I should open the show with that song or the song I did open it with. I won't say it yet until we get there. So, but I decided not to go with Vengeful One, but it was definitely thought about, because I love Vengeful One. It's one of my favorite Disturbed tunes. Into a drum solo. Then they play a song called The Game at number 11. The Sound of Silence, the Simon and Garfunkel cover at number 12, and it took me a while before I liked this song. At least their I should say Disturbed's version of the song. Because I've always liked, ever since I was a little kid, I've always liked the Simon and Garfunkel version of Sound of Silence. But wasn't sure how to really take it at first with Disturbed doing it. Listened to it a few more times before the show. Kind of was like, okay, I could feel it a little bit. But when you hear them do it live, that's when you're like, okay, I'm cool. I hear you. I got you. And I understand. So it was pretty cool. The way they set it up, the way they roll the piano out. It was cool. It's a great tune, and they did a really great version of it. So I'm stoked they did it live. At first I was kind of like, oh man. But like I said, sometimes you gotta really listen to the song, not just hear the song. There's a difference. And once I really did, yeah, I dig it. So it was cool. Then they do a bass solo. So we've covered all the instrument solos now. And then Indestructible, which that's the song I came in on. That's a badass tune. The line, every broken enemy will know. That's a badass line to me. I love that. It's kind of like how I did the Karen right behind me there, cunt Karen. When I let her know, you're not gonna, you've got the wrong cat. If you know I'm gonna bow down. I mean, I'm not even like, it's not like I wouldn't listen to my wife tell me that shit. And you think I'm gonna listen to some cunt Karen that I don't even know? It's gonna tell me to sit down at a concert? Are you fucking nuts? You must be. You must be hitting the crack. Huh. Yeah, what do you think about that, Magic Lamp? Magic Lamp even says that's fucked up. Okay? Mr. Magic Lamp here. Ridiculous. Anyway. Then for this next song, it's called Don't Tell Me. Disturbed originally recorded this tune, I believe, with Ann Wilson singing. It's been a minute on that tune. But yeah, it was Ann Wilson singing the song with David. Back in the day, they recorded together, so they needed a female, of course, to come out and be the other part of the song. So they brought out Formica from the Plush band. So we got to see her cute little ass again. She is a little cutie. And she can sing her ass off, too. And she plays guitar. So, triple threat girl right there. She got the looks, she can play guitar, and she sings. Bam, bam, checking all the boxes right there. And then they play a song called The Light. Into the end of the set called Stricken. But like I said before, we're not technically done with the whole show. Just the main set, because we got a 3-song encore. Yes, awesome way to finish up the show with Unstoppable, Down with the Sickness, which is probably the most known Disturbed tune, I would say. I could be wrong about that, but I'm going to take a guess and say it's probably. And then they finish up with Inside the Fire. This was the last show of the tour for them, for this stretch of the tour, before they take a little break and probably do like another tour or whatever they're going to do. But a lot of bands like to finish up in Vegas, because when they're done with that last show, they can kind of take off their hat, kick off their shoes, kick off the shoes and relax, and maybe take a couple days for themselves in Vegas. And who doesn't want to hang out in Vegas for a couple days, especially when you got rock star money? Just saying. So we're going to end it. Like I said, it's unfortunate we still have Karens out there that don't pay attention to rules. I can understand it. If I was at the Venetian, I'd expect some Karen-ness there. Some cuntness. But when you walk in, there's signs all over. It says what it says, lady. I don't have to sit down during the performance. If you choose to, that's on you. I didn't pay to see a concert to sit down. I could sit down and listen to my CDs or listen to digital music on my computer sitting down. Anyway, we gotta go. Like I said, I don't know what number episode this was. I forgot to write it down. Just didn't fix it. Fuck it. Season 2, somewhere in the 40s. Love y'all. I'm going to get out of here, man. Like I said, the Karen pissed me off, but I didn't let that ruin the show at all. It's a fabulous show. Disturbed comes back again. Yep, I'll go. And I'll make sure I take my son with me. That was one of my son's Christmas presents. I bought him Tool and Disturbed tickets for his Christmas presents this year. And let's just say both of them bands did not disappoint for him. Awesome shows for both. We're going to get out. We still got a lot more rocking to do, bitch, though. A lot more concerts coming up. I got Chicago tomorrow night. The band, Chicago night. Tomorrow night. So, rock and roll, party down. We still got a lot more rocking to do, bitch. Remember, don't be a Karen. Don't cancel culture, people. That shit's fucking bullshit. We're tired of it. We're done with it. Night, night. Keep that butthole Karen tight.